guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm finally filming a tutorial on this look that I posted in another video. I was wearing this look, but I didn't film it, so I was like, oh man, I should have filmed it. So I filmed it, and I kind of added a little bit more of a spin on it. I made it a little bit more orangey tones in the transition shades. Anyway, you will see all that, how I got it using the Dream Street ColourPop Kathleen palette. This is a gorgeous palette for the money. The quality of this is unreal. I freaking love this palette. So I'm really excited. The colors and tones just really spoke to me, and I couldn't wait to play with it. Next, I'd really love to use this pinky shade right here. I feel like this shade, it's like a pinky red. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. But there's so many tones in here that I really want to play with, stuff that's different from all my palettes in my collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos from me in the future. Let me know what you think and what color I should do next on my channel, so I'll just count this as like blue, and then we can move forward with different colors. So let me know which one you'd like me to do next. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay guys, so I have you super zoomed in so you can kind of see. I do have tape down. I normally don't like to do tape, but I felt like today I should try it again, and so I can get the sharpest line possible. So I'm just gonna lightly go ahead and prime my eyes, and I always just use concealer. So I'm just gonna go in with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer and put just a little bit down. I don't have too much discoloration to cover. I just kind of pat that in with my finger. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just loosely run some powder over them. I'm just gonna use a fluffy brush and just some loose setting powder just to lightly set it. I've been liking not having a super set lid when I do shadow because I feel like I can get better pigment payoff, and it gives the shadow something to grip to. Just where it's not tacky, but it's not like silky smooth, you know? Okay, so today we're going to be using the ColourPop Kathleen Lights Dream Street palette. It looks like this. It's gorgeous, and right now I think it's on sale at Ulta. If it's not, you can usually use a coupon, and I got it for $12. So to start off this look, to build up transition color, I'm just going to go ahead, what I did in my previous video where I wore this eye look, I just went in with this shade right here, and this is called Twinkle. It's a very pretty shadow. They're very powdery though, so you don't need to like dig your brush into the pan. So when I start with this kind of a shade, I start at my tape and blend it in. That way if I get too much pigment, it's concentrated in the outside. And I lightly hold my brush, like I hold it at the bottom, and place it, and then we'll go blend it. I just think this kind of look looks better when you have a really strong transition shade and you can see that difference. I don't know, I just really like that look. And this palette, I feel like it's so easy to blend and work with, like it's effortless. And I've never previously tried ColourPop's matte shadows. I've used a lot of their Super Shock shadows. So I was pleasantly surprised by this palette, which I knew it was gonna be good. I heard really good things about it. One of my favorite YouTubers here on YouTube, name's Nicole, Renee, and I watched every single video of hers. She's like we're literally the same person. We love dogs, we love rescue animals, pretty much everything. I love her so much, but I will link her channel below. She does some amazing looks, and she has some really pretty ones using this palette, and she's just as obsessed with it as I am. So I would totally go check her out too if you want more looks inspired with this palette. Okay, so I'm gonna next go in with this shade right here, and it's called Stardust, I think. So I'm gonna go in with this shade right here and just kind of use that on top. I'm just lightly using the tip of this brush to go over the edges so they're nice and diffused. This brush is really nice. It's just a Morphe blending brush. It doesn't have a number on it. I don't know why, but it is from Morphe. And it tapers at the end. It goes to like a slight point. I feel like it's a very universal brush. Use that and blend that out some more. Okay. So next, I really want to deepen some things up, so I'm going to go into this shade right here. I think this one's called Water Bearer. See, I don't know if the shades, I don't know if when you flip it around, it corresponds to the shade right behind it, or if it's like reversed, but anyway, I'm showing you which colors I'm using. So I'm going to dip into this shade right here. All this is done with the same brush at first. I just like that. I don't like having to keep digging for more brushes and stuff. I don't know. I'm just putting this lower than that first transition shade and focus this one out in the outer corner. I don't want to bring this shade too far in. It doesn't matter anyway because we're gonna be putting concealer down and cutting our crease. Just see how nice of like a gradient that gives. So that's all that for now. We're gonna go ahead and use some concealer and cut our crease. I just go in with that same Maybelline Fit Me, and I just use it straight on the applicator first because it does have a good little applicator for this. I think in the past, my problem with cut creases has been I've been using too much concealer and I expect it, like I don't blend it out, take the time to really blend it out and perfect that line. So just to blend out this main part, I'm just using a regular brush, but then I'm gonna go in with an angled brush and really get that cut look. Just want to get that good base down, see how it's not defined at all, but don't worry, we will fix that. I prefer to go in with a super small brush like this one. I really need to get a better brush for this. This is like the best I have though for this, and I find that I can work with it. And I go just a little bit above my natural crease, especially in this front part right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this one eye for you guys, and then I'll do the other one off camera, or at least I'll probably film it and then just speed it up so you don't have to watch me do the same thing twice. The more time you spend here kind of perfecting the shape that you want, and everybody's eye shape is different, and I think that's something I learned the hard way too, is I was expecting my cut creases to look like Beauty Guru's cut creases when I have a completely different eye shape than them. Okay, so now that we have that down, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, and I'm pretty sure this one is Mermaid Boy. This shade is beautiful. I'm gonna go in with my finger and just start applying the shade, and you can already tell like there's a lot of color payoff. And I'm just applying it where I put that concealer on with a brush and hit the more detailed part in a second. And this, my finger is dry, I'm not wetting anything. I think it's great payoff just with your finger, but really having like a smaller brush like this you can really detail with works great and really helps you get the look you want. I know some people you can take it all the way up and focus it, but for me this is what I prefer. So then with a smaller brush, let's see, I really like this end of the Urban Decay brushes that come in their palettes. I'm gonna pick up this shade right here. I think it's called Potion. And it's a very pigmented shade, and I'm just going to use this to blend together where I put that shade down with the other shades. And so I just lightly press in the color, and then I'm gonna blend it out. Just like that, so you can see you have the orangey tones, you have the blue, and then you go in to this shade right here. So this is completely optional, but I took a little bit of the Stila Magnificent Metals and Diamond Dust, and I just lightly, like this is almost out, but just to add some more sparkle, just lightly dusted it over. So that is one eye completed. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this eye and then show you how it all looks with foundation on, because if you're anything like me, I never like my eye makeup until my face makeup is on. Okay, so my face makeup is done. I didn't even wear highlight today because this blush, the Wet n Wild one, the Don't Flutter Yourself, is amazing. It's like a highlighter and blush in one. It's this one right here. I freaking love this. I might add a little bit of highlighter, but we'll see. Okay, so to finish up the eyes, I don't really like a lot of lower lash line stuff, like a lot of extra shadow. So I'm just kind of like a very basic. So all I'm gonna do is go back into the Dream Street palette, pick up these two shades that we started with on this Anastasia brush, and lightly run them underneath, just so there's something underneath there. But I just like having just a touch of something. I don't want a bunch of different color, especially when the top of our eyes has a lot going on. I'm probably not gonna do any eyeliner on the top, but I am gonna do a heavy mascara. So what I do is I go in with my lash curler, really make sure my lashes are curled. See the difference that it makes? So then I'm just gonna go ahead and do my mascara, and then lastly we'll brow bone highlight. I mean, see how long I can just get my lashes with mascara? It's crazy. Mascara looks good. I did get some on this lid right up here, but I'm gonna wait till it dries, and then normally you can just kind of like brush it away. So for bottom lash line mascara, I always go in with my Wet n Wild Mega Slim Skinny Mascara. Okay, into brow bone highlight, I like to go in with a pretty bright highlight. In this palette, there's not really a color to brow bone highlight with. Like, there's no lighter shades that will work for that. So my go-to brow bone highlight is the white shade in the Carly Bybel palette because it is so freaking stunning, and you will get a brow bone highlight with this shade. And I just take it on a flat top brush like this, pick some up, and then lightly just run it right under the brow bone and kind of flick it out, and it just makes a difference. Like, I don't know. And I'll use that same shade as an inner corner highlight. So this is the finished look with the face done. Like I said, I didn't even wear a face highlight because look at that blush. It is so glowy in and of itself. I'll quickly run through what is on my face. So for foundation, I use the Maybelline Fit Me.
No, just kidding.
So for foundation, I use the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation in the fair shade 102. I used my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I used my Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in Ghost to brighten up the under eye and kind of set that. I didn't really set the rest of my face. As you can see, I'm very glowy and dewy, and I really like that, especially when I use such a matte foundation. I just didn't use any of those powders on my face, and then I used the Wet n Wild Don't Flutter Yourself blush, which is where you see all this glow from. For bronzer, I used my Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Bronzer in Golden Days. This is amazing. I think I talked about it. No, I don't think I did. But anyway, I love this bronzer, and it's just a few bucks. Skipped out on the highlight. I just added a little bit to the tip of my nose and my Cupid's bow from the Carly Bybel palette, and then you guys saw what was on my eyes. Oh, lips. I used the Wet n Wild lip gloss in Featherless. This is from their new collection. This is the shade. I love it. It is the perfect nude. Has a little bit of like an orangey undertone. I think that is everything that is on my face. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed watching me get this look and just see how I could use that palette and just kind of use some of the different colors and play around with it, using different products and so on. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that thumbs up button down below. Stay tuned for my giveaway announcement video. I'm still trying to plan out some details of what I want to do. And since I don't have that many subscribers, like 200, you have a really good chance of winning. So don't forget to stay on the lookout for that video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.